Our son, Brian Heflinger, died in a tragic car accident just 4 months before graduating high school at the young age of 18. He was a kid just like you who had aspirations of going to college and having a full and happy life. On the night he died, Brian was at a party with friends drinking vodka, and he ended up getting in his car intoxicated and driving drunk. I remember the call that night that we got to tell us that our son had been in a car accident. You get that horrible sinking feeling in the pit of your stomach that something is horribly wrong. I remember my hands trembling and my heart racing, not knowing if my son was dead or alive. I called the hospital and they told us that we needed to come immediately. I remember the drive to the hospital. It was cold and snowy that night, and we were so scared about what we were going to find out. I mean, how badly was our son injured? When we got to the hospital, we were told Brian was dead. I mean, our bodies felt immediately numb. It felt like our future had been ripped from our body. We immediately felt empty and alone inside. I mean, how can this nightmare really be happening is all you can think to yourself. We were walked back to the room where Brian was. The image of our son lying there dead, cold and pale at the age of 18 is an image that will never leave our minds as long as we live. We were wishing he was only asleep, knowing all too well that he was dead and never coming home with us ever again. It's the worst singular feeling that we've ever felt in our lives. The second worst feeling was telling our other 3 children at home about an hour later that their big brother Brian was dead and gone forever. The pain we inflicted on them that night was unthinkable. There are no words to describe what took place. At our children's request, we took them to the hospital to see Brian. It was the last time that they would ever have a chance to see their big brother so close to being alive. It was heartbreaking to watch Kevin, Julie, and Christy say goodbye to Brian that night. The image of their dead brother lying on a cold gurney in the emergency department permanently seared in their minds forever. That life we once had with Brian is now over, and a new unwelcome life without Brian has taken its place.
We tell you this story because Brian could be any one of you if you choose to drink. And we say choose because the choice is yours and nobody else's. You see, once you take your first drink of alcohol, you are not making the decisions, the alcohol is. And you are putting yourself and others at risk for injury, or even worse, dying like Brian. Now, you may say that Brian was stupid and he was not a responsible person. You would never be that dumb or make that mistake, and it could never happen to you. Well, Brian used to say that too, and look how it turned out for him. Let us tell you,